What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. I just finished wrapping this Tesla Model 3 in a new material to our newer material to the markets. This is a TPU. This is a color change paint protection film. So TPU stands for thermoplastic polyurethane, just to get technical. Okay. This material is a higher grade than any material on the market, unless it's clear paint protection film. Okay. So there's nothing else that you're going to wrap a car in that's a higher quality than this type of material. This color is called Demon Black. It looks spectacular. So what you're seeing right now is not truly how this material looks. Like, this color changes. Let's try and move the camera slightly as we go around here. I'm not sure how much it's going to change, but it's going to change. Okay. So it's going to change when I start walking around the actual car and show you what this material looks like. So, which is what I'm going to do in a few minutes. But I want to explain this material to you. So this material is fairly new to the industry. Few years, who introduced this more or less? A dry install color change paint protection film was Flexi Shield. Okay, they started this about 4 years ago. They came up with now a Series 2, which is much better and much nicer to install than the previous generation. Either way, I wrapped probably 15 to 20 cars in the previous generation, and I got it done, and they're beautiful and they hold up really well because it is paint protection film. Now, I haven't wrapped with something like this in over a year, right? So in November 2023 was the last time I did a cast material wrap. Okay, that was a Ford Bronco. You can go back on the YouTube channel, you can probably see that. That was the last time I touched a cast material. Not that I haven't touched cast material since then, but just as installation purposes or for installation reasons and for customers and clients, I haven't touched a cast material. That's because demand is not there anymore. I may never use a cast material ever again, or a polymeric. I honestly have no idea, because this material is far superior to any material on the market, unless it is a clear paint protection film. Okay, so TPU stands for thermoplastic polyurethane. Just to get technical here, we have cast materials just below that. You have some big brands on the market, and most of you know who those are. And then you have polymeric just below that. Now, cast materials were the more durable, higher quality materials in longevity for wear and tear, weathering, so forth, like just daily use kind of thing, while polymerics had a bit less time on their clock. TPU has a much higher time on its clock than cast materials, okay? Cost-wise, I'm always trying to offer people the best quality product for the most reasonable price, okay? Unless we're going to talk about chrome, whatever, that's a whole different spectrum of things. But this material costs what, a few $100s more, and I can give people so much more. I can give them true paint protection. I can give them self-healing from scratches. I can give them a film that's impermeable to stone chipping while driving, because this material is more elastic. There's a learning curve to this material. It's not like you can just throw it at the car and like, we're done. It's not the same as cast or polymeric. It's much different in that sense. This material does not shrink. It does not do things that we would be used to when using a cast or a polymeric material. So it's important that you know how to install this type of product. I don't want to ramble on too much, but I do want to give you the rundown of where the industry is moving. And I feel like it's important to relay this information to you guys so that you can keep up if you're in this or want to get in this for business, or if you're in this for business, so you can keep up with the industry. A bunch of brands have jumped into it this year. I was at SEMA, so several other brands have jumped into it. Other brands are jumping into it next year. I already know who they are. And this is, again, where the industry is headed, okay? Because cost-wise versus quality-wise, the cost of material versus the quality of product is negligible when it comes to wrapping cars that are, even this car is like 50 grand Canadian or whatever, 60 grand Canadian, which is on the lower end of what a car costs these days. But you're still looking at tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, so with a vehicle, when it comes to spending a few $100s more on a product on your tens of thousands of dollars worth of car, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're just going to do this, you're just going to do this. It just makes sense. You don't have to charge $12,000, $15,000 to do this. Again, this is not a chrome wrap. This is something much different than that. And again, the cost of product of the product is negligible. This is like talking about, I don't know, getting a hamburger with cheese versus a hamburger without cheese kind of thing, okay? Whether you like cheese on your hamburger or not, we know the one with the cheese is going to cost a little bit more money, but is it worth it? Right, okay? So let's take a walk around the vehicle and show you how this color actually changes, the gloss finish that it shows, and so on. Let's do it. Now I have the camera off the tripod or off the camera crane, and I want to show you the best that I can how this material fluctuates in its color. It is gorgeous. Look at the lights. Look at the reflection. Minimal orange peel. Again, the orange peel that is there is due to the actual paint. If you put this material on glass, it looks more or less like glass. Like, it is stunning on how incredible a product can look. Like, just for example, the mirror, look how glossy that thing is. The paint job on the mirror is actually much nicer. And you can see there's a very minimal orange peel. Look at the reflection. Very, very minimal orange peel in the mirror. It's weird because the rest of the car, actually, the doors have a lot of orange peel. Some other parts of the car, like the fender's not so bad. You can see it. But then if you want to get into like the hood, you can see like there's, I don't know, to me, there's more orange peel in the hood, but whatever. It looks like a paint job either way. But the mirrors were painted nicer. But just check out how it changes. And then from back here, it's like almost totally black. Like, that's cool. Right back here. It's like a really, really, really dark red. Unfortunately, it's wintertime. I would take the car outside, but have to deliver the car to the customer or have them pick it up, and I do not want it to get dirty. So you can imagine what this would look like on your own vehicle or customers' vehicles and so forth. Let's get the camera back on the tripod and finish this up. All right, guys, so I wanted to give you that bit of information about this type of material and the quality versus costs and so forth, also to show you how it looks, because that's very important. Again, you're going to have a self-healing, impermeable to stone shipping, not impenetrable, impermeable, much higher gloss material over top of your paint to protect it than anything else on the market. Like, there's nothing else other than clear. There's nothing else that's going to protect your vehicle better than this product and give you the best possible end results, as far as finish goes. Just like the paint was, even better. Actually, my neighbor came by and he was like, wow, it looks nicer than the paint. And I was like, yeah, it actually kind of does. Because I had only done part of it at the time. He's like looking at the gray, he's looking at the red or the demon black, and he's like, wow, it actually looks nicer than the paint. Yeah, so it actually enhanced the overall aesthetic of the vehicle. Again, you can't get a Tesla in this color, everyone knows that, but it's pretty cool that it looks very natural. And people will ask about it, they're gonna be like, wow, like, where'd you get that? How'd you order that? Like, oh, it's a wrap. Awesome, thank you. Then they'll start looking into that. Or as a consumer on your part of things, or on other people's part of things, as a consumer, you might be like, oh, that's amazing. Like, I didn't know I could get a wrap in a color change material that's also going to truly protect the paint. This is fully insurable. Insurance companies insure paint protection film on vehicles. They don't typically insure color change wraps because that's aesthetic. This is now true paint protection film with color. Guys, anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. If you're looking for in-person training, check the description below. I have a link there to my website. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, take care.